What's going on, guys? It's LadyB. I've got more update news for you. I've got a very special announcement on something you can win, and I've got more ATN action, our world champs in a war. Stay tuned. This is all going to be new free-to-play way to actually speed up the progress. What's going on, guys? It's LadyB. Welcome back to the channel. So I've got a lot for you today, but this is going to be split up in very easy segments so you can kind of skip through and see what you want to see and just make it a lot easier on you. So we're going to start off with some update announcement. Then I'm going to tell you a little bit about a very special surprise I have coming for you guys in the days to come. And following that, we're going to get to see our world champions in action in their fourth match of ESL Meisterschaft. So why don't we start off with the Town Hall 14 update news. Now, we're going to go over a list today of some of the quality of life changes, the cost reductions, and there's also something very special coming to mid and low Town Hall players to help them move along in the game. And this is going to be huge. So let's start off by talking about the starter challenges. Starter challenges are going to be a new way for players between Town Hall 2 and 6 to speed up their progress through a variety of different challenges that are going to be set, very similar to the Silver and Gold Pass that we have. This is all going to be new free-to-play way to actually speed up the progress. So for all you F2P people out there, the ones that don't want to invest money, this is really going to help you speed your way up through, again, between Town Hall 2 and 6. Now, these challenges are unlocked with each Town Hall level, and completing each one of these challenges will provide more challenges to complete. So these aren't just challenges that we have here. There's also some incredible rewards that actually come along with it. So you're going to earn these rewards through the starter pass. From a rune of gold to a book of building. We're talking about some huge stuff here. And the starter pass has up to 5,000 points for players to complete. Now, once a player upgrades to Town Hall 7, if there are any uncollected rewards, it will automatically collect it for you. And if you didn't collect it, it'll give you the gems for it. Now, I think this is a fabulous way, again, for the free-to-play players out there and for anybody who's starting a completely new account, whether it's the first time they've ever played this game or if it's someone who's looking to start up more accounts. This is really going to help fast-track you as you want to make more accounts, and you don't have to pay to actually do this. So I love this one. I think this is going to be huge. But that's not it. There's more. In this new update, there's been a number of changes made to help improve the user experience when players use the Find New Member feature. So it'll now be possible for players to receive invites without also being suggested in the Find Members feature. The invites preference in the player profile now has 3 settings. There's now a new info pop-up in the Find Members that gives some detail on how the feature works and explains what controls clans have over the recommendations. Invites to join a clan will now expire every 2 weeks, and this is actually good because it reduces any risk of people joining by old invites. Those can actually sit in your inbox for quite some time. And now clans can actually set their language in the settings. But let's move on and talk about cost reductions. There will be some reduced training times. An Ice Golem Maxed is going to go from 360 seconds to 300 seconds. A Maxed Witch will go from 360 seconds to 240 seconds. And the Super Witch will be reduced from 1200 seconds to 800 seconds. There will also be wall cost reductions, with the level 12 walls going from 3 million gold or elixir down to 2 million golden elixir, and level 13 walls from 5 million gold elixir down to 4 million golden elixir. Okay, so let's talk about this big mamma jamma of low to mid Town Hall cost reduction. So, we're going for Town Hall 14, but Supercell is trying not to neglect the lower Town Halls that want to find their way up, and they're looking to help this move along. There will be a ton of cost changes ranging from Town Hall 2 to Town Hall 11 just to help players upgrade faster than ever, with the biggest discounts that are going to be applied from Town Hall 7 to Town Hall 10. And these changes include upgrade timers for Town Hall 2 have been reduced by 60%. Early troop upgrades in the lab have been significantly reduced. Upgrade costs for the Barbarian King and Archer Queen for levels 1 to 50 have been significantly reduced. Now, bear in mind, Town Hall 13 costs are going largely unchanged. There will also be several cost and timer reductions for new players. The cost to search or next in attack is reduced at most levels from Town Hall 1 to 8. The training cost of level 1 and 2 Barbarians has been reduced. The training cost of level 1 and 2 Archers has been reduced. The training cost of level 1, 2, 3, and 4 Giants has been largely reduced. Upgrade costs of Barbarian and Archers reduced at levels 1 and 2. And there'll be doubled storage capacity of level 1 through 4 elixir collectors and gold mines so they don't cap out after 3 hours. Now let's talk about some new achievements that we have to come for the game. Now, yes, indeed, there will be more achievements to come, and these are more targeted for some of the high-level players to be able to get. So we haven't forgotten that you've already completed a bunch of things, so there's new ones to come. These are geared up to help the higher-level players start earning some more stuff. And these new achievements include Not So Easy This Time for destroying weaponized town halls in multiplayer battles starting from level 1 to level 3, and you earn 20, 100, 250 gem rewards with this. We have Siege Share, which you earn by donating siege machines. Again, 3 levels to complete this, and the gem reward starts at 20 for level 1, 100 for level 2, and 500 for level 3 when you complete. And bear in mind, since the new siege machine donations are now counted towards this achievement, they're no longer counted towards the Friend in Need achievement. There will also be the Superb Work achievement, which you earn by boosting super troops. And again, you have levels 1 through 3 with this, earning 10 gems for level 1, 30 gems for level 2, and 100 gems for level 3. And you can see the target marks all listed on this, what you need to hit in order to get those achievements. Now let's talk about some changes to gameplay. Boosts on heroes or buildings are no longer canceled when an upgrade is started, and they'll continue to run in the background. Practice mode levels are now only available at the same town hall as a level, not one earlier. The ongoing lab upgrade timer continues normally when the lab is upgrading and can be finished with gems or a book. New unit spell upgrades still cannot be started before the lab upgrade is complete. You can move some of the obstacles from the new village starting layout closer to the edges, so there's larger continuous empty space for your village. And the rewards for the first 19 Goblin Map levels after the tutorial have been increased for a better new player experience. The values for level 20 and beyond will remain unchanged. Now, there's going to be a ton of other changes coming, including changes for this season challenge, one of which I actually touched on, and that was the one for the automatic claim of unclaimed rewards that we saw with the starter challenge. If you want to see what else is coming with the rest of these season challenge changes, the 3D assets, the UI changes, and even iOS changes, make sure to check out the full notes to take a look, and I'll pop a link in the description below. But what I want to move on to now is something I told you I was going to announce, something a little bit special. Now, as we're going through more sneak peeks and videos, yes, I said more sneak peeks. This is not the last of it. We've got more to take a look at. I wanted to let you know that I'm going to be doing a very special Supercell mystery box giveaway, and there's going to be a way for you to get the chance to win one. And how are you going to do that? You're going to stay tuned to my next video. That's how you're going to do it. I'm giving you a little teaser here, but we've got the Supercell mystery box to come, and one lucky winner will have the opportunity to claim this as their own. So stay tuned to my videos. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you have those notifications on so you know when this challenge actually goes through, when you can find out what you're going to have to do to get this very special item. But we're ready to move on to the next part of the video, and that is to talk about ATN. So ATN has been playing in ESL Meisterschaft for the 3rd season. They are the 2-time reigning ESL Meisterschaft champs, and they just had their 4th matchup. They went into this match 3-0. They've been undefeated, though. The Dark Unicorns came very, very close to taking them down. We're talking about a 6% differential. If you missed the matchup, you can actually catch it on my videos here. So make sure you check that one out as well. This was also looking like it could be a very close match, so you won't want to miss it as ATN faced off against J-Off. Ooh. Oh, it's go time. Oh my goodness. Time flew by. We've got Vala kicking off the war here with, yes, this is what I love to see. Hold on. Focus on the Zapquakes. He gets it, gets the value. He's been practicing since the last match. Finally makes that connection. And we not only have the Zapquake, but we've got the log launcher to come in for this opener, which we did not get to see from Vala last time. So Ice Golem here set down to tank. Queen has a path set in place perfectly, so she can work in with that log launcher. We want to see just something taking the lead of some of the damage here. Now that Ice Golem died down very quickly, we don't get a full open path that we would want to see. Oh, those walls don't quite open up to the core of the base. It would have been nice to get it opened up as far through as getting that eagle down. Poison on the super minions, which is perfect because you want to slow them down. You can see how long that slows down this effect here. We've got Ice Golems in the opposite compartment, maybe not necessarily ideal, and it's looking like this eagle may not go down. We'll see how much health the queen has. The king's cleared out a good path so she can walk up in here, but she's going to take on fire from the super minion. This is where the invisibility spell comes into place, and that freeze holds off the ground bow so the queen can pick up exactly the value that he needs on this one. Oh, perfect adjustment to ensure full value is gotten. We do, of course, have that one super minion still up, but a couple of pups will quickly knock that down as long as it's distracted on the loons. Let's see if we can sneak a couple in. Otherwise, it could wreak some havoc. Let's see if the pups help get the job done here. There we go. It's down for the count. Warden ability off, keeping these loons safely through not only the Gigabomb from the town hall, but from that damage starting off from the scatter shot. We've got the Hound in here to tank. Oh, picking up some traps as he goes, including that tornado trap. Sweeps them slightly off course, but they should haste back in. Let's see if they can get into the scatter shot, get a slight split before going to the wizard tower. Yes, indeed they do, but we need this defending RC to go down. Is this Hound tanking all day for it? It is. That Hound. Look at him go. He is keeping the Royal Champ distracted, but do we have enough loons to clean up the job here? We only have 33 seconds left. Oh, it's a tough go. Pop of the Hound is going to help pick off the Royal Champ. Will it be enough to take on? Oh, the scatter shot here. It doesn't even matter because the back-end defenses never went down to the pack of loons he had here. Vala gets tripped up in this Lalo. And J-Off is off to a great start, holding ATN back with how much percent? 87? Will we see 88 from this at least? No, 87% is where Vala stands on this one. That is an MVP scatter. I will 100% agree. So we've got Stana coming in. Stana with the Inferno Drags. Now bringing 2 lightning spells. Let's see if he's going to take out an air sweeper. Of course he is. So that's going to help with the push of the E-Drags, ensuring that they don't have too much resistance as they work their way through. Yeti helping to set the pathing. Looks like the King and Queen will likely take on the Eagle Chamber. And Inferno Drags working on this top side of the base. So we no longer have the resistance of that air sweeper coming in. Double scatter shot section here, which means the Warden ability is huge coming through. This is huge value for the Warden ability because it's keeping them safe through 2 of those top contending defenses. Nothing's made its way yet into that Eagle Chamber. King needs to kind of find his way through there. Looks like we have delayed the Queen. Although, no. She's working up with the E-Drag. That's a nice spot. King and Royal Champion working together. We now see the blimp set in place. Long line drive to the town hall. He's cleared a great path with the Inferno Drags. Warden abilities used, so he has to hope now at this point he can get it straight through. And yes, he does. Rage down to ensure the loons get that taken down quickly. And we've got the drag to boot to help work this through. Royal Champ still hanging on to her ability, though. She's going to have to force this now. Comes off, likely on an auto, to work through past that single targeting Inferno. These two singles are the last scary remaining things that the heroes have to worry about. Not a big deal for the Inferno Drags unless there's some storages blocking them, which we do actually see here. Royal Champ now down for the count. It's up to the King to try and finish this one off, but he's already targeted by that single targeting Inferno, which means he's not going to be able to do too much. Problem going to be here is the storage that stands in front of it. If the Inferno Drags get hung up on the storages in range of that single targeting Inferno, it's going to do them dirty. Dr. Sam, thank you so much for the resub. And I have no idea what that says right now. I wish my text-to-speech would work. So those Inferno Drags get taken down, picked off. Oh, and we still had that scatter shot remaining. That scatter shot never went down from the start. So this is a safe defense now for ATN, but we've got J-Off with a percentage lead. J-Off coming in with a percentage lead. If you lose the bet, you gift a sub to somebody else. How does that work? Or how does that sound? Let me know. This is all riding on Ast's attack, right? So we've got our resident hybrid master, LadyB, coming in with the Queen Charge hybrid. Always a fun thing to see. Wizard helping to funnel up the Queen path for this. Bobinators, thank you for the follow. So we've got 3 super wall breakers to push this Queen along. I'm curious to see if he wants to pat the Queen around, take on the Town Hall, and then force his way inside this base. But first, the Queen's going to take on the super minions. Ooh, this was a bit unfortunate. I don't know if all those super minions were actually in range. Queen struggling a bit, but he does handle it well with the double poison combination to hold them off. I gotta say, for those of you who might not know, poison is huge to keep those super minions that come out of clan castles at bay. Freezing them doesn't do as much because if you have any troops in the front, it just holds them off instead of slowing them down and their effects down. Queen does go for the charge for the Town Hall, which means the Warden ability can be used coming in for those scatter shot chambers right there in the core. Double scatter shot again, huge value for a Warden ability. Sneaky Goblins ensuring that the Queen keeps her path continued through. She needs to take on this multi and set her path just a little bit deeper, helping to take care of the cleanup. Because she's burned through this ability, though, depending on what happens, I'm not sure how long we'll have her, though, with the hybrid starting now, taking on the focus of the ground bow and likely taking on the distraction of the scatter shots, it does mean that the Queen will be alive at the end to help with the cleanup here. Nice, straight, easy push and path coming in as the King helps to force it into that scatter shot section. Double scatter shot impact coming through does not mean a thing with that Warden ability, and the heal over top, ensuring any damage that did happen previously, they come out of safe and unscathed. We've got the Royal Champ hanging onto the ability for the back end. Queen taking on the multi is huge here, but we want to see the Hogs barreling their way through and taking down that Inferno. You gotta love that he drops a freeze to hold off the damage coming through. Wants to make sure he has his miners and Hogs alive as the clock is ticking. Only 43 seconds remain here, and we still have to work through storages on the back end, but we've got the Queen alive and well to help with this cleanup here. This is absolutely huge. LadyB securing a possible 1-star lead depending on what we see, but at very least will try to hold strong against J-Off. They are going to still be 3% behind if we see J-Off coming in with a win. Let's see what Danny's got to bring to the table here. We've got some Queen Charge, Lalo to come through. Loons clearing out some of the path along with those Sneaky Goblins, but we have the Queen coming in for the opener to take on the Town Hall. What's going on, SK Max? Thank you so much for the resub. 11 months. Ooh, you are close to getting that 1-year sub badge. Another loon comes down, trying to take on that mortar, so the Queen is forced to come inside this base. We've got a minion to help out with the headhunters. Is the Queen going to veer, or is she going to go for the Town Hall? One extra loon invested wouldn't hurt to ensure that the queen actually takes a bait and walks into the town hall, but the Tesla pushes her. He's still got a wall break to ensure that she goes into what he wants to see here. Loon taking on those expos alleviates a lot of pressure. He's being patient. And the patience is paying off a little bit in pulling those clan castle troops and letting that get taken out quickly. My goodness. Queen wrapping her way around. Is he not intending for the queen to go for this town hall here? Is he going to use the king instead? What is your plan, Danny? Absolute. There we go. There we go. Absolute patience in this one. Not budging on using the king or the royal champ or any extra troops invested to get the queen where he knew he wanted her to go. We do finally have that first wall break in, and it is lovely. Gets the queen access to the core of the base where we have the scatter shot, the sweepers, and all the traps sitting. So this means the pathing of the loons. Is the queen going to actually go in there? Is she going to get pulled to the outskirts by the royal champ? We know there's traps sit in there, so we want the queen ideally inside. Scattershot knocks her out. She's not going to be able to make her way in to take that on, so the loons have to pass by, and they're going to pick up traps as they go. Warden ability only for a section of these loons from the top side of the base. Freezes up the scattershot, but it does nothing with the defending queen standing. Headhunters, not enough to take her down. Oh, this Lalo is struggling. Loons trying to find their way through. They still have a fighting chance here at the end, but coming into this wizard tower, archer tower, AD chamber is never, ever the spot that you want to be in to have to try and finish off with knowing you still have to get more defenses down. With this, Danny loses all of his remaining loons. And it is a struggle, a fight to pick the percent up going on to see if they can hold more defense against ATN. Percentage is looking high still. Looking high still, but it's the 3-star they needed to hold on to that lead. They now are under by a star. Nice, solid defense coming in. So we've got, oh, you ready, Gliv? Our bet. You ready for our bet? We've got Ast coming in. It's make it or break it time, Ast. Don't lose me. A gold pass. Get me a gifted sub. Come on. So we've got the Zapquake Dragon attack. Nice combination of the Zapquake with the Inferno Drag actually shaping this up. We've got a Yeti helping to shape up another path here, likely for the king and queen to come in. I'm curious to see if he's going to force them through into that town hall section, because I noticed that we have the Stone Slammer, which means it can do some tank work for the dragons. But no, he's actually going to come in with the dragons here, straight for the town hall, and then using the heroes to keep them navigated and pushed. Likely from about that 12 o'clock side of the base in the scattershot position. King inside that scattershot chamber and the queen there be huge because it'll force him along. I am completely wrong on how Ast is doing this. So a little bit different than I'm used to seeing with our drag attacks. Ast coming in at unusual angles with this one. King and queen on the opposite side where we've actually created the pathing. It's the Stone Slammer that's going to keep it pushing through to the back end scatter. I'm going to leave it to the Dragmaster Ast, or we'll see if maybe he should have listened to my plan. But I doubt it. King tanking for days. Queen's already burned through the ability, but she does remain behind this king. E-Drag is still going strong on this one. And we've just got a final push coming into that scattershot chamber here as we have the Royal Champ helping to pick off some of the defenses. With the king, the queen alive, the dragons all converging together. Gliv, I hate to break it to you, and I'm very glad Ast did not listen to my predictions on the direction and pathing of this one. But I gotta say, did we just lose all our dragons? Hold on. King's got it. King's got it. Warden's got it. Come on, King. You got this. I need to shut my mouth. Seriously. Come on, King. You got this. Gliv, I think you got to pay up. I think you got to pay up. E-Drag did like 40% of the base. The E-Drag is the MVP of this raid. I didn't jinx it, Norse. I did not jinx it. So, Gliv, Ast did not 86% or fail. As you said, Ast did pick up the 3-star. So let's see what we've got. We've got Pazzi coming in. ATN continuing to command their lead with that second triple on the board. This helps out quite a bit. JF really does need to throw down a 3-star to try and get back in this one. They've got great percent, which gives them an opportunity, but the 3-star is needed along with another defense. Now, Pazzi taking a couple of minutes to line this up. Seven lightning spells means we might be going for the queen, but he actually doesn't start off with the Zapquake. I thought maybe he might be lining it up, all that patience to see where the queen was going before dropping the Zapquake combination, but that's not what happens. So let's see how he does use his Zapquake today. Ice Golem, perfectly tanking. Royal Champ sneaking in there to take on the Scatter Shot. King needs to work into that Eagle Chamber. The path is set to ensure that he pulls his way in. Queen still has her ability and can work to pick up the air defense and that multi-targeting Inferno. Not sure if it's going to be enough to get out the Royal Champ, but we do have that Giant tanking. Super Giant doing some good work for her. Forces the ability, takes out the Royal Champ, and should just be enough to take on the multi-targeting Inferno. But the King is struggling. He still has his ability, just needs to get it moving along and take on that Eagle. And path is set and created. When is he going to drop this Zapquake? When is he going to drop this and get this moving forward? There we go. Gets his Zapquake down, doesn't worry too much about the queen because he's got dragons coming through. Just spreads it around and takes down an air sweeper to keep less resistance for these dragons moving along here. Straight path into the town hall. We'll have the warden ability coming through, and we do have that scatter shot, the stone slammer to keep the dragon's path through because we've used all the heroes coming in. This relied on pretty much sectioning off each side of the base, and the stone slammer still needs to ensure that it gets pushed through, likely from about that 3 o'clock side or the back end where we do have a last remaining scatter shot. So it does come in around that 3 o'clock side here, taking on the defenses, and it'll serve as a tank for the scatter shot coming in. Absolutely beautiful. But can the dragons withstand the traps coming out of the core, the tornado trap sucking them up? Ugh. And the damage coming through from that warden tower as the multi slowly picks them off while they struggle to get past the defenses blocking it. Stone Slammer unleashes, opens up. The scatter shot never went down, so it's up to these loons to sneak in, take it on. Dragons firing away to take down the multi. And with that, it is just enough to secure the 3-star and get the job done. So much patience, patiently waiting on that Zapquake combination. Oh my goodness. He handled that perfectly though. Boom is coming in the 4th attack spot. This is the cursed slot. We saw it through the World Championship warm-ups. I'm scared, not gonna lie. We do have the Yeti Blimp successfully coming through to lure the Clan Castle troops and take down the Eagle. Queen in a good spot, only taking on damage from one single arch tower. She needs to pick off those skellies, but air skellies, she should. Oh, Wizard does it relatively quickly while she messes about with the Hound. And also helps take down these pups. Yeti on the top side here with the loons. We're starting to open up this path and navigating it for the king to come in. And I would say likely set for both the king and the royal champion to take on the multi and the scattershot chamber here. Let's see how he sets this path moving across. Wall break setting in place. Needs to get this in just a little bit more. Headhunter down to help get this queen through the defending AQ. Wow. Look at how close that queen got to needing her ability auto-queued, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen, and he didn't even force a rage. My goodness. Boom says, don't worry, I got this under control, LadyB. Don't you worry. So this is actually all pathing right now for the queen. This is all nice and open to force this queen into the multi-chamber. We have not yet dropped the king and the royal champ. Hybrid coming through. I don't know why I assumed this was a Lalo. I don't know if I said it was a Lalo. I just somehow assumed it was a queen charge Lalo, not paying attention to the rest, only distracted by the blimp as it started off. but it is a hybrid. This is why we haven't had the king in the royal champion set. Hybrid moving through. King needs to take on this town hall chamber. We still have the warden ability, so this is perfect because it's going to help get past the town hall and the scatter shot damage. We've got the multi remaining on the back end, but that's no issue for this royal champ. Warden ability goes off, keeping everything safely through. Royal champ staying behind, helping to keep these defenses down, holding on to the ability for the tail end of this. And we still have 2 freezes? 2 freezes? Oh, come on. There is nothing stopping this one. 46 seconds remain. Queen's got the ability. RC's got the ability. We do use one of these freezes to hold off the multi-targeting Inferno to ensure that the miners survive, that the hogs survive. Royal champ comes down, takes on the king, forces that Seeking Shield to take out every remaining defense there. And with that, boom, finally breaking the curse of the 4th spot. And picking up the 3-star, no defense yet for J-Off to be able to try and sneak back into this, but we still have one more attack left to go from ATN. So Burak needs to keep the dream alive, potential dream alive, by picking up a 3-star, because then they've got one more attack to see if they can defend against ATN and try and turn this in their favor. But a 3-star is needed in order to do that. A 2-star here kills your dream. Royal champ going for days on this one. This was nice use of the Zapquake RC trick and the invisibility spell. Matthew, thank you for the follow. Dragon helping to take care of some cleanup as well. Can this royal champ? Oh, doesn't get down. It doesn't quite get down that eagle. Let's see what health this dragon has. Dragon actually might get it done here. Gonna really... Oh, it doesn't do any tanking. Sneaky Goblin doing some good work, but the dragon will take on the eagle. It does already activate Loon's pathing through, but he's got a nice solid start with the king, queen on the outside edge of the base. Oh, queen, don't go under the dragons. Don't go under the dragons. Work with the king. Keep this moving along. Let's see how much of the 6 o'clock chamber the king can clear out. Not much, considering the headhunter comes out. Queen is down for the count as well, so not much helping push us along. We still do have the blimp for the town hall, and because we're coming in on this angle, I like it. It's picking up some traps along the way for the dragons, keeping it safe, and picking up the traps for the blimp. That was a beautiful position to come in from. Ice golems mean, oh, we've got bats. Ice golems tanking for the bats. Now, no freezes. It's all reliant upon these ice golems to help distract the wizard towers, and that is exactly what they do. No other splash damage on the back end. These bats have it done and said. Burak securing a 3-star for J-Off and a possible opportunity to try and tie up against ATN, but that would mean another triple coming in from Eric and a defense against Yo-Yo. I don't know if that's going to happen, but it is keeping it excitingly close. GG. Burak with a solid drag bat plan. Let's see. Final attack coming in. It is the moment of truth. Can Yo-Yo bring home the win by picking up the 3-star, or will he give an opening to J-Off with a 2-star? Opening up the path here, king to take on the eagle. Queen can set her way into that scattershot chamber. We're setting all of this path for the Lalo. I notice that we do have a Skelly spell. I'm curious to see where he's going to use this one. Likely a little distraction to help with the heroes. We also need a path set to take on this multi-targeting Inferno that's inside the core. And let's see. Real champ sneaking in. She's already used her abilities, so it's not going to be her to get that one done. Scattershot's down, eagle's down. We've got a nice path set, but I am worried about this multi-chamber. King wrapping his way around to take on another AD. He should have just enough to do it, and he's bringing in some loons to try and take out the Expo, but it actually covers for the Stone Slimer here, possibly picking up any traps that might remain. So we've got the Stone Slimer in the core here. What we want to see is a force into the middle section of the base here. Want that Stone Slimer coming in and absorbing any traps that would be in there, but it cuts across. It does do great tanking, so we're going to need to see another veer coming through into the center of the base. Skelly's doing good work distracting that queen as the headhunters were able to take down the defending AQ, come into the town hall, warden ability save just for this moment to keep all those loons safely through. We still have a lot of back end to get through. And again, biggest issue is going to be coming back into the center, taking on that multi where we know there's going to be a lot of traps. But as it stands right now, he's got a ton of loons left over, just needs to keep these freezes down, keep these loons alive. So he has enough to work into the center. But does it even matter considering he's got like a full health Stone Slammer for the back end side of this? Come on now. Yo-Yo is not messing around. He just put that final nail in the coffin for this match. Said, you know what? I'm not going to let the team down. We are going 4-0 in this group stage. And he brings home the 3-star and the undefeated victory so far for ESL Meisterschaft. Yo-Yo, absolute beast when it comes to air. Okay, so Lelantos, Eric, the leader of J-Off in to finish this war off. And while he knows this is not going to be a win, he wants to keep those points up. He wants to finish off strong with the 3-star and just stay 1 star back from ATN. Queen working her way through for the Super Witch attack. We've got the blimp actually cutting across. The loons have cleared out a good path. The queens helped clear out a good path. So safe push coming in right over onto that town hall. And it's the Yetis that come through, help take that out with, do we have an assist possibly of some sneaky goblins? I don't think so. But either way, it's done and down as a queen continues its pathing moving along. We've got the wall break open for the Super Witches to move their way into that scattershot chamber. Now with the town hall down and with the push we have coming in, ooh, I like that he opens up the core of the base. One more wall break to open up that next layer. Gets us all moving in. King's doing exceptional work on the outside edge, keeping the witches packed and inside. Have we set that wall break yet? No, we haven't. Just quickly working through, finally gets it down, gets that opening. And everything is reachable. Everything that needs to be gotten is reachable to get done. Wardens use the ability as all that damage fired away. And that's a nice thing about this. Taking down the town hall early means a warden ability can be used, keeping everything safely through the impact of that initial scatter shot and the eagle as it fires away. Now, the healers just need to keep the witches alive, keep the queen alive. She's already burned through the ability, which is usually problematic. Let's see what the Royal Champ can do to keep this alive. King's still going for days, though. Half health here. He might get knocked down quickly if the Royal Champion doesn't help push this along. Oh, no. Oh, no. All those witches went kaput inside this base. In the core, everything got knocked down. But one Super Witch who is trying to keep this going. Royal Champ down for the count now. And this doesn't have a final leg to stand on, unfortunately. King going to pick up a little bit more percent. But that is going to leave Jay off with 12 stars. So alternate attacks coming through with the undefeated spot in their group. They remain number 1, 4-0. And their defenses are showing why. You got to give it to J-Off because they have done phenomenal work against our world champs and our 2-time reigning ESL Meisterschaft champions. ATN is coming into this 3rd season with the 2 seasons titles under their belts. So it's tough. It's tough. Who would take them down? We saw Dark Unicorns come pretty close yesterday. Pretty close. But no one's been able to do it yet. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed the matchup for ATN. I hope you enjoyed the update notes that we had, everything we had to discuss, and I hope you stay tuned for our very special giveaway that we're going to be doing and finding out how you're going to get a chance to enter to win. And just remember, the best way to find everything out is by keeping in touch, and following me on social media, being subscribed to my channel, having those notifications on, checking out my Twitch channel, making sure you are following there, you have the notifications on, and watching, because you can actually earn points. You can earn ways to get gold passes, subs, and even merch coming soon. So it pays to actually tune in and watch these wars live. Don't forget to hop over to my Discord server, where you can receive free weekly drops of base links, courtesy of Blueprint Base Building, where we have the best base builders around, including my guys from ATN. And that's about it for today. Don't forget, we've got a lot more to come. We've got a lot more to talk about. And the only way you can find that out is by tuning in. So I will see you next time. Until then, this is LadyB. I'll catch you guys later.